Hi, this is Melanie Ingalls at Lake Washington Institute of Technology. Today I'm going to show you how to navigate Angel. The first thing you need to do is learn how to get to Angel. In your browser, type angel.lwtc.edu. Again, that's angel.lwtc.edu. Do not use a www. This brings you to the Lake Washington Institute of Technology Angel page. From this page, you can log into Angel. We're going to look at a few items on this page. Right now, you're not logged in, so on the right-hand side of the screen, it says Guest. Under that Guest, on the right-hand side of the screen, is a system check. This checks if Angel is going to work properly with you. So right now, I have all green check marks saying I'm using the right stuff, so Angel's going to work. The middle is our public announcements. This will show inside of Angel as well. This is for e-learning to be communicating with you. So right now we have our number for help support, our 24/7 support line, and then we also have links to other helpful documentation. On the left-hand side, there's a secure user login. We'll get back to this. Underneath are logon instructions. This is a great nugget here to help you remember that your username is your student ID and your password is the first 5 letters of your last name. If you've changed your password, then it's whatever you changed it to. We don't reset them every semester. So I'm going to ask you to log into Angel. Your username again is your student ID number. Your password is the first 5 letters of your last name. Click the login button when you've entered that information. Now you're on the Angel homepage. This is what we refer to as Angel homepage. You'll notice on the left-hand side there's a navigation bar. And what we're going to do is we're going to start on the navigation bar and we're going to talk about this a little bit. At the top of the navigation bar is something called a home button. This will always bring you back to this page. You will always see this button in your courses, so if you click on a course, this button will still be there. Click on this button and it will bring you back to this page. It's very important to use the navigation tools inside of Angel. If you don't, there's a chance that Angel may not work properly. So instead of using the back button, which you might be used to using, try using the navigation tools as much as you can inside of Angel. So to get you back to this page, always click the home button. Underneath the home button is a question mark. That's the help button. If you click on that button, it will bring up a place where you can search for written documentation of different items inside of Angel. So you can click the search button from here and type a word in. Maybe let's type in grade. And there's all this different kind of information about grading. So you can use this if you need help. Click the X button to get out of this menu. The next button underneath the question mark is a log off button. This button looks very similar to your computer. It's a power button. So this is, just think of it as powering you off of Angel. Again, get used to using the navigation tools inside of Angel. By using this power button, it logs you off of Angel properly. Don't use the X button at the top of your screen like you might for other programs. It just closes out a window. It doesn't necessarily close out of your Angel session. Sometimes other people can sit down at the computer, open the browser that you were using, and actually see your work inside of Angel. So in order to make that not happen, you need to click the log out button and log off of Angel properly every time. So think of this as powering off of Angel. Underneath the power button is a learning object repository. If you're a faculty member, you may have this button. If you're a student, you probably won't. So we're going to skip over this button right now because some of you may have it, some of you may not, and I'll have a further tutorial for those who do. Underneath that is a preferences. It's a person's profile. And if you click on this preferences button, it's going to take you to general user settings. That's where you can reset your personal information, you can change your password, you can change your theme, and you can change your system settings. The button underneath the preferences button is an instant messenger button. We don't really use this here at Lake Washington Institute of Technology. You have to have this clicked in order to actually use the instant messaging tool. So as you can see, there's no users online for me to chat with. But you can do this and maybe tell another friend that you're going to be online at a certain time, and then you can chat using the instant messenger inside of Angel. X out to close out of that. And remember how to get back to the home page? Click on the home button. Now we're back on the home page of Angel. On the left-hand side after the navigation bar are courses. This is called a course nugget. This is so important for you because this is how you'll be getting to all of your classes. So the way you get to your classes is to actually just click on the hyperlink for them. Underneath the courses nugget is a community group nugget. If you're involved in any community groups, it will be listed under here. Otherwise, you might not be in any group. Underneath that is a repository. Again, I'm going to leave that because you might not have that button. In the middle are public announcements. These are announcements that we use at Lake Washington eLearning that we communicate with you. So these are mostly Angel announcements right now. If you scroll down, there's My Announcements. These are announcements in any of your classes. So if your faculty are using the announcements, then you'll be seeing them on your front page of your class as well as inside of your classroom. On the right-hand side, there's more mobile learning update. And Mobile Angel's not available right now. Course Mail, it's easier to read inside of your individual classroom, but this gives you an idea of how many messages you may have for all of your classes. There's also a toolbox where you can use a calendar or public resources. There's other public content links. And Tegrity, which is a lecture capturing tool. Again, it's much easier to use this inside of your actual Angel course.